Okay, let's get started. And if anybody joins, I'll just let them in. Well, hello. Can you guys see the screen? Like the full screen? I'm assuming you can. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're going to be talking about how to boost your SEO performance using sales funnels and cluster topics. My name is Miriam Golubgir, and I am the CEO of Digital Marketing Experts. I've been in the industry for the past 18 years, and I believe in creating sustainable digital marketing strategies that, kind of works with a marketing plan and you can have for as long as your business is, as long as you're in a business. And you can use that to pivot as you go along. Our expertise includes social media marketing, web development, and search engine marketing and optimization. And if you want, you feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn and take a look at our website. So why are we talking about sales funnels? Well, because the way that the search engines algorithms have grown over the years, what they've seen that has worked very well are the sales funnel pages and creating multiple content that one can use on their website to come up organically and to improve their search engine ranking and ultimately increasing their conversion. And the reason we set up sales funnels, the purpose of the sales funnels are to increase online sales, service request, or any sort of a conversion that we require. What we want to do is we're going to kind of understand how sales funnel pages really work. So usually with the sales funnels, it has three pieces. It's the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, and the bottom of the funnel. And there's a bit of an abbreviation that goes with it as well. The top of the funnel is where we provide an awareness of who we are, what we're talking about. The middle is it's called a consideration. This is when we provide you with white papers, with more cluster of information to help you make that decision. So usually the bottom of the page is where people make that final decision. This is when they fill up a form, give you a call, provide their email addresses so they can get any particular incentive that you're providing. So if you have a PDF of a white paper that you want to provide, you can provide it as part of your conversion as well. I'm going to add one more person in. So a sales funnel page, you can use any landing page of your website, or you can set it up on your existing website, or you can use landing page, individual landing page companies and set it up, or you can use Wix, Squarespace, WordPress, or any other page, any other web development tool that allows you to set up a singular page. Now, how long does the singular sales funnel has to be? Well, it depends on what you're selling. If you're selling a particular product or services, you want that particular product services may or may not need to have a bit of information to be provided with it. So for me in the marketing world, I have to educate the individual that I talk to, whether I'm first I have to tell them what it is that I do, and then I have to educate them. Well, this is the type of services I provide. Why would you need it? And why do I have to cater it particularly and customize it to your business? And then at the bottom, I would say, just contact me and we can have like a better conversation on the phone. Maybe it's easier for me to, I'm better at selling it on the phone. Now, that depends on what your expertise are. So let's say if you're selling mortgages, the top piece of your funnel could be about, what mortgages are about. The middle would be any sort of like a industry stats that you want to provide this particular individual, and then have a form that they can fill in if you want them to fill in a form, or you can have a phone number where they can call you. Now, it all depends on how quickly do you want to close that deal, and the time frame of it. Because if someone tries to call you at 11 o'clock at night, that may not work. You might want to have a form where you can go in and assess if this is, at the right questions on your form to kind of assess if this person is the right client for you, or if this person is even qualified to have this conversation with you. So that's called a sales funnel. Now, we're going to talk about this thing called a topic cluster. So what's a topic cluster? A topic cluster it's a content marketing model. And this means that we create one pillar. So let's say this pillar would be about this page that we're going to create. It's going to be about mortgages. I'm going to use this as an example. And this one page, mortgage page, will act as a hub for any content in a broader spectrum to do with mortgages that will bring people back to this one page. So let's say we're talking about mortgages, but then mortgages come with, okay, well, you need a mortgage for your home, you need a mortgage for your office, or you might need a mortgage for an investment property, or you might need a mortgage for, multiple investment properties, or use a mortgage for under a business name or under a person name. All of these could be a cluster of topics that you can create and link it all back to this one page. And this one page is your topic cluster pillar page. So when you create all these information about different mortgages, so I have like one topic to do with personal mortgages, then I have another one to do with mortgages under a business name, then that could branch off to mortgages under LLCs, mortgages under an incorporation, and write more information about that particular topic, and then link it all back into this one. It's called interlinking. You link it back into this one page that's about the mortgage as a whole, as the big umbrella. What you're doing now is you're telling the search engines, I got lots of good information to do with mortgages. I get it. I got it. I know how it's done. I know how mortgages are done. I know how different types of mortgages are done. I have a lot of good information. Bring them all back into this one page. This one page is where I have all the information for them to read. So that one page, it makes sense to build it under your existing website, because then you're telling the search engines that I have authority in this topic. I know how it works, and it improves the amount of resources you're providing to people as well. So why are we talking about cluster topics, and what does that have anything to do with sales funnels? Well, sales funnels are your end result. That's the sales funnel is where you want to send this individual to make that final purchase, or that to make that conversion into a regular individual that you spoke to now a full-fledged client or a full-fledged potential client. So how do we do this? Well, everybody can set up a sales funnel, but the important thing is, are you an informed individual about the topic or the service that you want to sell? And if you are informed, when you create a cluster of topics or topic clusters around your sales funnels, it's providing enough information for the end user and the search engines to come back to this sales funnel, and it increases the search engine optimization of this page. And when it does that, you are organically coming up. So which means you don't have to spend a lot of advertising dollars to get this one sales page coming out. So we have clients right now that we do just simple ads to a sales funnel page. We pay for the number of clicks. We pay for the conversions. When we pay for conversion, for every phone call that we want to get, it could cost them anywhere between $100 to $200. But if this person writes topics and creates a cluster of topic to do with their business, we could bring organic traffic to them, because anybody that's interested in that service and they read about it, they will be led to the sales page. Now, why should we combine the sales funnel with cluster topic? Well, because it helps boost your SEO performance. So topic clusters kind of help your business to come up, your business relevancy and authority to come up, as I said. your sales page is designed to convert this end user to a customer, but the search engine's got to pick up who you are as a company or as a service provider. And when you have a lot of topic clusters to do with that particular service, your ranking will come up higher and you're targeting a better informed target audience. It kind of also improves your user experience. When you have a really good site, as I said, and you build these topic clusters under your website, and then put your sales funnel landing pages under your website, this kind of navigates that proper user from the topic that they're reading and they're interested in to that sales funnel page that you've set up, so you can collect, engage, connect, and create that conversion and lower how many people come in to read the information and bounce from your website, which we call bounce rate. It also increases your conversion, because if you come to my website and you see that, okay, when I'm talking about marketing, or if I'm talking about, let's say crowdfunding, I have a lot of information. I have created a lot of topic clusters that brings people for this particular topic to my website. Then what you're doing is you kind of trusting the content that I'm creating. So I'm aligning my content with my buyer's journey. If your journey is, I need to set up a crowdfunding, and Miriam, she has shown on her website that she has a lot of good information about how to set it up. Clearly, she knows what she's doing. So this will result in, a conversion between you wanting to be a customer of mine and me having the information and the right sales funnel to bring you in and give you that information. Let's talk about a couple of case studies. Everybody has heard of HubSpot. So HubSpot is they're an agency, so they're a company that they do inbound marketing, and they have a good CRM system, and they've been a pioneer in using cluster topics. They recognize the need to shift keyword-based strategies to more of like a organized content structure, so they can maintain their SEO authority. So if they're very good at writing information about, well, how do you take this one you can create sales funnels through HubSpot as well. If you're using them as your CRM system, they will allow you to set up sales funnels, and their sales funnels are incredibly strong because it links back to your CRM, and you can continuously connect with them, with your end user that have tried to come in with your potential or existing end users that do use the sales funnels through HubSpot. So what's this case study about? Well, HubSpot implemented a pillar clustered model. This is when they were focusing on a broad topic to do with inbound marketing. And they created multiple pages, which we call pillar pages, that kind of covered these different topics to do with inbound marketing, and but different versions of that. And they supported by clustered content that kind of delve into specific subtopics. So that subtopic could be, email marketing or lead generation or content creation, or different types of contents that you can create, video content that links to your, to your social media or to your YouTube. So all of these content, they created it all, and they interlinked them into their inbound marketing. And if you had any questions, they had set up sales funnels along the way, so you can just put your contact information so they can connect with you and give you more information, and perhaps set you up with their CRM system. So what was the result? They got 15 to 20% increase in their organic traffic to these pillar pages within the first 6 months. And the interlinking that they set up also led to a higher search engine ranking, and it gave them visibility and authority. On top of that, they were getting a lot of clicks. They were getting a lot of feedbacks and a lot of connections through their sales funnels as well. So what's the key takeaways? The success of this strategy lies in the ability to organize the content. Now, when you create content, and then I'm going to talk about some of the AI tools you guys can use as well. The idea of cluster topic is also to use keywords that are related to the services that you provide. So if you're providing, doing that keyword research and having that information is vital as well for your topic clusters. The second case study is Shopify sales funnel. So most of you know this, but Shopify is one of the leading e-commerce platforms out there. And they wanted to align their content with their buyer's journey. And what they ended up doing is they redesigned their sales funnel pages, and they used the top of the page, top of the funnel content like blog post and guidance on how to attract potential customers. The middle of their sales funnel, they added all the case studies and webinars that they had to kind of nurture that lead. And then the bottom of the content were like demos and pricing pages that led the customer to sign up to be a member of the Shopify community. They increased they increased their conversion by 25% within a year. And they also targeted potential the targeted approach had a 30% decrease in bounce rate. So bounce rate is usually when people come to your website, they only stay on that one page, they read that information on that one page and they leave, they bounce. So we want to reduce that because we want them to be on the site long enough to make a decision. Now, whatever that decision is, we want them to ask for pricing, sign up to be a member. We want to reducing bounce rate is vital to the growth of your search engine optimization. What's the takeaway here? Well, Shopify's success kind of highlights the importance of aligning your content with the user's experience. And again, that user's experience differs from product to service or service to service. We kind of have to figure out prior to setting up these sales funnels, I highly recommend diving into your analytics and figuring out how people come to your website and what their user journey experience is when they come to your website, and use that information and that data to create these sales funnels for yourself. Let's talk about some AI tools. This is the month it's been the summer of AIs. I've talked about different AI tools that are out there because they work. And if they work, why would you not take full advantage of it? One of the ones that works really well for SEO performance is Surfer SEO. It's a one-page optimization tool that uses AI and kind of analyzes what are the top ranking pages for a particular set of keywords that you provide them. And it's very data driven, and that data is so important. So utilizing that data and helping it and using it to using the recommendations to optimize your content, adding the number of keywords into your content and increasing its density or word count, it's all important. So if you can sign up for Surfer SEO, I would highly recommend it. Another one is Market Muse, and this AI kind of analyzes your content and identifies gap in your topic clusters, and it suggests topic covers, or it talks about how to structure your content to kind of maximize on your SEO. It's a really good tool if you want to set up your pillar pages, but then again, and what's really good about it is that it has a lot of videos that walks you through how to set up these topic clusters. And I really recommend watching those videos before you're doing it. ClearScope is another AI tool that allows content optimization. Sorry, there's a question. Hold on. What is the name of the last one? ChatGPT. The last one is ChatGPT, but the one that I just talked about is Market Muse, and then ClearScope is the one after that. So the ClearScope, again, it's another content optimization tool. You hear the word keywords a lot. So do your research as to what are the keywords that does work for your business. Market Muse, got it. Okay, yeah, it's Market Muse. I'm gonna send you guys this presentation, so you'll have this presentation. You can go over it if you want. I'll put it on the website as well, so you guys can, use it if you need to. Okay, so it's talking about keywords. Find your keywords off of Google, find your keywords off of your ads that you're running, off of your Google Analytics, figure out what your top keywords are. All of these tools are going to need your keywords. Even with ChatGPT, I find that when I create content off of ChatGPT for any of our clients or even for ourselves, it took me a while to train ChatGPT based on the keywords that I want it to spit back when it creates content for me. So let's talk about ChatGPT. So OpenAI's ChatGPT is a fantastic tool. We use it. We tell our clients to use it. We tell our clients to educate ChatGPT before taking the content that it creates at face value. What ChatGPT does, it goes out there and takes content from everywhere and create something that works for you. Okay, well, you need to tell it what you need it to work for you. So you need to educate it. What I usually do is when I create an account for myself or for any of the clients, I talk to it. I explain to it what my top keywords are, what are the services of my business or the client that we're working with, what are my must-have and the content I don't want in there. So I educate this OpenAI ChatGPT that to fit my needs. And once it knows what I want, then I speak to it as if I'm speaking to a human being that's sitting in front of me, explaining exactly what it is that I'm looking for. So if I'm looking for top of the top section of a sales funnel, I'll say, write me a 1,000-word, including X, Y, and Z keywords, focusing on X, Y services. Make sure you add in how to get a hold of us and the other services that are our website. For example, I just use that as an overall. So educate your ChatGPT tool before, and then whatever it spits back, I read it through. And a lot of the times, and I mean a lot of the times, is not what I wanted. So I go back and I revise it till it sounds exactly how my brand sounds like. So my brand, whatever that is, I speak that language to ChatGPT and I expect the same from ChatGPT. So here are how to integrating sales funnels and topic and the AI roadmap. Okay, so what are we going to do? First, we're going to identify what are our key topics. So we can use Market Muse to identify broad topics in relevance to our business. And then once we do that, we create topic clusters. So we'll kind of develop the cluster content around the pillar topics that we picked. And we want to make sure that the cluster page link back to the pillar page. Okay, so we have the big page, the main page. So any pillar page, any cluster page that we create, it has to all link back properly and cover subtopics comprehensively. So let's go back to mortgages. If we're writing about mortgages, if we're talking about, commercial mortgages, if we're talking about mortgages under a commercial name, there's different types. Is it incorporated? Is it LLC? Those are the subtopics that we're going to create. When we create those subtopics, we kind of want to make sure we still stay within where we want to go. We want to go to the mortgages. We want to say, I'm so good. I can provide you all these services for personals. We also want to provide you with all these services for the commercials as well. Then you want to align the buyer's experience. So you kind of want to map out your sales funnel. Again, go back and look at your analytics. Your website analytics tells you a massive story as to how people are interacting with your website and what they want, what they're looking for. So when you look at that, then you can create content for each section or every stage of your funnel. So once you look at your analytics, then you can say, okay, for the top of the funnel, this is what I want. For the middle of the funnel, I want to put in these webinars or white paper pages. And then at the bottom, I've noticed people tend to fill in their form on our contact page, send it to the contact page, or put this form that's similar to the contact page so they can fill it in. You can use tools like Surfer SEO and ClearScope to kind of optimize the content here, but do it after you figure out your user journey experience through analytics. And then if there's any AI tools that you kind of figured out, or you've used all the four that I told you and you love them, you want to see if you can incorporate them into or leverage them to enhance your content, do it. Take advantage of the AI tools that are out there. They do work well for the most part. Some you have to pay, and some you have free versions that you can use. I have used them all, and some work really well for me and my clients, and some don't work at all. So either way, I highly recommend using them. And then what you want to do is you want to monitor and optimize, which means you want to continuously look at these pages, the cluster pages, and then your pillar page, and figure out, okay, well, I had, let's go back to mortgages again. I had the pillar page for my mortgage, and I created all these subtopics in my cluster pages to do with different types of mortgages that I offer. And the ones that did very well and sent people to my sales funnels were A, the personal mortgages, and B, the investment mortgages. So now I know I'm going to adjust my strategy based on that data to kind of work on improving my those two pages, because I know those two pages did well for me. Or if I want to improve all the other pages that didn't work well, how can I look back at data and data insights and see what can I do to make all the other pages, my other cluster pages, work as well as the two that are working well. And that's about it. Sorry. I don't know why it's doing this, but do you guys have any questions? Anyone? All right. So I will share this with you guys via email, and feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. Yeah, hopefully I can talk to you guys more next time as well. Have a great time, everyone. Bye.